Hello, welcome back to DR Sports for another edition of Good Morning Qatar. Unfortunately, it's my last episode.
It's the last dance, man.
The last dance, bro. It's been the trip of a lifetime. Working with yourself, working with the team and Robbie, and obviously the people that we've met out here, the work that we've done. It's definitely a working trip that I'll never, ever forget. You know?
It's been insane, man. It's been insane. It's gone quick as well, man. It feels like just the other day we got here.
It literally does feel like the other day we got here, opened the cupboards and there was our mugs in there. And it's flown by, you know, there's so many high moments. Before you go into
like all the football and that, what's been your highlight?
Ooh,
and that's a hard one on the spotlight. There's been so much. What sticks out of the top?
Naturally going on the yacht, bro. That has to be up there, like, come on. Being treated like how we've been treated by Sheikh Jassim, 100% has been up there. Living with all you guys, the banter, I'm going to miss the banter. I mean, there's a couple of stories. For example, all I'm going to say is the cab ride home from the W.
Yeah.
That was special for a lot of reasons. But you guys are going to see in the vlog as well how special it's truly been, right? So the whole thing's been a highlight. Football highlight, I think the Spain game was up there. The Costa Rica game, slamming the drums with the Spain lads.
Hammers on the big drums.
Yeah. The Dutch fan, couple of the Brazil games, just to see Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar in the flesh, Mbappe, I've seen him a few times. And I think the Japanese fans have got to be up there for me, the humility that they've shown. I think the sport of football can learn a lot from those guys, for sure. And there's been other stuff, you know. I've seen some upsets, Tunisia beating France. Seen some amazing moments with Messi, that goal against Mexico. England have been great to watch as well. So it's been special, mate.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Bunch of highlights there, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
Bunch of highlights there.
Right, let's get into the football then that's happening today, and we'll touch on the games that happened last night as well. But Portugal, Switzerland at the iconic Lusail Stadium tonight.
Great stadium.
In the round of 16. Only 4 players have scored 3 consecutive World Cups, goals in 3 consecutive World Cups. Messi, Ronaldo, Perisic and Xherdan Shaqiri, so it's 4. Xherdan Shaqiri and Ronaldo face off tonight. It's going to be a wicked game. This is the third meeting between the two teams in 2022 already.
Jeez.
Having faced each other twice in the Nations League. Portugal won 4-0 and then Switzerland won 1-0 a week later.
Yeah.
So they know each other, these guys, right?
They do. And we've said it throughout this tournament about Switzerland, about what you can expect from them. That team that just, you know, they're not glamorous. I don't think they possess, like, really, like, you know, exuberant style of football. But you just know they're flipping hard to beat, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's how they set themselves up.
Yeah,
right?
and that guy, Shaqiri, bro, like, major tournaments,
up,
mate.
Man.
Big games for Switzerland. Man shows up. Xhaka holding down the fort. It's the other one, Bolo.
Yeah.
You know, those players can show up, and they've proved they can show up as well.
On the board.
And Portugal, you know what? Portugal, this is, I think in qualifying they were decent. You know, the game against Ghana, they did what was required. All right, dodgy pen from Ronaldo, etc. Then I was at their second game against Uruguay. They beat them comfortably. That was a big performance, and then they lost the next one, didn't they, against South Korea? But they, you know, Bruno was doing his thing. You know, Ronaldo got a pen, whatever, broke the record. They were just quietly going about their business. But now it's like, okay, Portugal, let's have a look at you. Like, do you know what I mean? When it matters now, when in a big moment. Because sometimes they get accused of kind of being in one of the nations that don't quite.
Well, do you know what? You've set me up perfectly for the next stat.
Yeah.
Portugal will be looking to reach the quarter-finals of the World Cup for just the 3rd time.
See?
Ever.
In their whole history, that's
I mean,
insane.
we know that they've won the Euros in 2016, the Nations League as well.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the World Cup, I mean, they did so in 1966 when they had Eusebio, and 2006 when they beat England, right, to get into the semis. So it's just, I can't get my head around that stat. You know, for a team that they've got, Ronaldo especially, he's only ever reached a quarter-final of a World Cup. So can they get into the semi-finals? Do let us know.
Yes.
But they failed to win any of their last 5 knockout games at the tournament. losing each of the last 4, including defeats at this stage in 2010, 1-0 to Spain, who went on to win it, of course, in 2018 versus Uruguay. So for me, that's a mind-blowing stat.
You're getting into upset territory, do you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And technically, you could argue wouldn't even be an upset, because the history suggests that their track record of reaching beyond this stage of the tournament is not good. So it's there for us to see. So
sure,
yeah, they're going to be looking to avenge that, and that sort of stuff plays on players' minds. The pressure ramps up. I'm not just saying it because of the Man United thing, but for them to do well, Bruno's got to be at it. He has been in the last couple of games he's played. Don't think he started in the last one.
Yeah,
but I was there in the last one where it was a meaningful game in that group against Uruguay, and he was very good.
Yeah.
Should have had a hat-trick.
Yeah.
And he got a couple of assists in the game before that as well. So he's been really influential. So if Portugal want to stand a chance of going through to the next stage, of course it's the Ronaldo thing, but Ronaldo doesn't really involve himself in the games like that. He's more of a waiting to get a chance, waiting to get a pen or free kick or header, but Bruno's the one who has to physically play well throughout the whole thing.
For
these
sure.
flies.
I know,
You won't miss these.
I definitely will.
Because you ain't getting that in
-4
-4 back at home. I'll tell you that, there ain't no flies about.
Facts. Do you know what the manager Mendes actually said that he can't guarantee that Ronaldo will even be the captain for this
Yeah, I
game.
read the article about that for a bit more context. I mean, obviously the headline did make me go, "What's going on here?" When I read it though, it was like he was a bit annoyed at Ronaldo because he swore at one of their players.
And I was at that game. I told you, didn't I? When you came back that night, I said he threw his arms up, didn't want to come off. In
but Ronaldo said one of the other players was telling him to hurry up, and he was like, "It's not his place to say that."
Yeah.
But the Portuguese coach, I've read the quotes, was like, "It's an internal matter. It's been dealt with. It's fine." Because I always choose my captain on the way to the stadium. I've always done that, and I always will. Okay. It's fine. So it was
old
a little,
that.
it's one of them also. Yeah, you know, you rock up Sunday league, Saturday league.
Yeah,
right,
good.
Go on then. Yeah. But
speaking of Ronaldo, though,
yes,
Al Nassr looks to be a signed deal, signed, sealed, and delivered for 200 million.
Maybe. But then I saw
down the
another
road
thing
in Saudi Arabia.
But I saw another report. I think it could have been Sky Sports. It was quite a big publication saying that it's not a done deal, but it's reported. It's just that's his biggest offer right now, or something, I don't know. But put it this way, the Champions League clubs are hardly queuing up like he was portraying. That's all I'm saying, innit?
He's knocked on every door, and no one has invited him in. So I guess you got to go where the money is now. If no one, in terms of a Champions League club, is going to give you that last chance to finish out your career. So listen, massive news if true, and it's only not far away from here as well, right?
Predictions?
Oh, my prediction, I'm going for a very, very slim Portugal win, actually. And that might not necessarily be down to Ronaldo, but I just think if you look at the midfield, João Felix as well, Leao, they've got firepower. But again, Switzerland are going to... It will be a similar game to last night that we saw between Croatia and Japan. I think it will go right down to the wire. Yeah. Speaking of predictions, in the DR Sports prediction battle, both Lee and Abby have both gone for a full-time result of a Portugal win, which would take them into their third quarter-final ever, as we just mentioned. Over 2.5 goals, yes. A red card to be shown, both say no. And no penalties to be scored in this one either, say Lee and Abby. Which, you know, again, is you guys can go and beat them, right? You can use the QR code on the screen now, or you can use the link in the description to play along and see if you can beat Lee and Abby in Lee's accent. Speaking of the other game tonight, Morocco and Spain, they've both gone for a Spain win, but again, we've seen the upsets happen. Morocco, alongside Netherlands and England, had the best record in the group stages with 7 points, so I don't think you can write them off that easily. Obviously, Spain have also lost to Japan, and they do have an upset in them, Spain. Morocco to take over 3.5 corners. Abby, no. Lee, yes. Spain to receive over 1.5 cards. They've both gone for yes in this one. And Alvaro Morata to score any time. What do you reckon they've gone for?
I think they've gone yes.
One of them has.
Not Lee.
Lee's gone for yes.
Flipping heck, wow.
He has gone for
my
yes.
days. You can't bet against that guy, man, in the big moments, man. He's got a bit of a stigma, but he comes up with goals, man.
I think it's 30 goals in 60 games for Spain, for Morata. He's creeping up onto the likes of David Silva, Fernando Torres, Raul, and
Royalty,
I think David Villa is at the top of that pile as well.
Royalty.
Did you know that Torres, right, I saw this yesterday, Torres has scored 38 goals for Spain. David Silva, 35.
Yeah.
So Torres only scored 3 more than Silva.
Because Torres, I feel like
He was
his
injured
peak
a lot
was
as well.
his peak didn't last long because of his injuries.
I guess he scored his most important goal in his career in the Euro final, didn't he?
Oh.
And he was Golden Boot winner in 2014 at the World Cup as well. So again, if you guys want to play along at home, go and beat Lee, go and beat Abbey,
Yes.
right? Monetary, of course, not physically. But go and win some money, guys. It's fun to play. You can play from as little as £1. And it's bragging rights, isn't it?
It is. I like that game.
well.
I've actually got the wrong shirt on today, to be fair. Big up Adidas. Just plugging me on this. I just put it on.
Absolutely
But
beautiful shirt,
I'm
man.
Team Morocco today, to be honest.
Absolutely.
I'll be at that game. And the thing is about that game is that home court advantage, bro. Like
There's going to be more
the
Moroccan fans in there than
Moroccans.
Spain fans.
Oh my days.
Do you know what? I
Let me
might
tell
catch that one on the plane, bro.
Oh yeah, good.
I
Yeah, they
might
played them
catch
on the
that
plane,
one.
don't they? That game there, yeah, the Moroccans will absolutely take over. I'm telling you.
This is
so.
in Education City, not too far from here where we are in Al Rayyan.
Good. Nice little short
This will be
ride.
the second World Cup meeting between Morocco and Spain. The first one was in 2018. Morocco twice took the lead before drawing 2-2 with Iago Aspas scoring a last-minute Spain equaliser. Never bring that name up around me.
Aspas.
Right? Doing really well for Celta Vigo. Often is the leading Spanish goal scorer in La Liga, but I can't stand him because of that awful corner that led to that Gerrard slip moment, which I don't want to talk about. But Spain were eliminated at the round of 16 stage in 2018 World Cup, losing to host Russia on penalties after a 1-1 draw. The last time they progressed from this stage, do you know the year?
The last time that Spain progressed from
Into
this
the
stage,
quarterfinals?
when they won it.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's correct, in 2010. Of course, they went on to win it that year. Alvaro Morata has scored in each of his last 3 World Cup appearances for Spain, despite playing a total of 126 minutes. That's a goal every 40 minutes, roughly.
Yeah.
The only Spain player to score 4 World Cup games in a row, David Villa. Again, in 2010, a tournament when they only scored 8 goals, and they went on to win it. Unbelievable.
Prediction.
Oh, do you know what? My heart is telling me Morocco, my head's telling me Spain on this one. Is that the same for you? Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I'll go Spain. But I'm upset at FC, man. So hopefully,
You are.
Hopefully,
The atmosphere in that place
Yes.
tonight is going to be absolutely rocking, by the way. Maybe that guy with the drum will be there in the Spain section. Maybe
might have to
see
take
if
your
you
place.
can. Might have to whack his,
See if he
his
lets me
drum,
in.
man.
See if he lets me in.
Right, they're the games that are happening tonight. Let's talk about the games that happened last night. You were at the Brazil game at the 974 stadium, which was really the last time that the games will ever be played in that stadium. It's made out of 974 shipping containers. What a game! What
Sad,
a
man.
performance from Brazil.
It's sad that that's coming down because it's a nice stadium. It just proves the infrastructure here that it can. At least it's not going to waste. At least it's not just going to sit there and rot, I suppose. But it's such a unique stadium with how it was built and what it's made out of. And when you're in it, you're banging your feet and stuff. You can feel that it's quite hollow and that it's like, hang on a minute, let's not bang this too hard. Let's just drop
Don't
down
bang
now.
it too hard.
Yeah, but no, I like it. But Brazil, just quickly to finish off on them.
Maybe
Easy.
that's the best 45 minutes
Yep.
I've seen from
Yeah.
Brazil in maybe 20 years.
They just
Since
turned it on.
2002,
They
turned
just
it
turned
on.
Yes, they're
like a
expected to
tap.
beat South Korea, but they just went right. Let's just get this done in the first half and relax.
Lost the second half 1-0, if that means anything.
No,
but
it
what
means
a performance from Brazil.
Yeah.
Paquetá, Neymar, Richarlison with an incredible goal.
Exactly.
He might have had the claim to have scored maybe the 2 best goals at the World Cup
Yeah.
so far. Maybe apart from that Luis Chivas free kick from Mexico, which was unbelievable.
Yeah, I was right behind that. That was brilliant
Yeah,
as well.
what a goal.
Yeah.
So yeah, Brazil absolutely on fire. Favourites for you now?
Yeah, still up there with what I thought all along. Brazil and France, still up there as the top 2. Very hard to separate. Might just edge Brazil, but with France's counter-attacking and, you know, how good Kylian Mbappe is and getting him involved and Dembele on the other side,
Yeah, for sure.
it is what it is. They're both just top teams. So yeah, but Brazil just ahead for me.
And they've used every single player in that squad. Alisson came off with 10 minutes to go last night. Weatherton came
Yeah, that
on.
was nice.
And Tite, the manager, after doing the pigeon dance, has now used every single player in the squad, which I really respect, because a lot of these guys like Conor Gallagher, James
Never happens in
Maddison,
England,
Conor
yeah.
Cody, these guys might not get a sniff, right? So
Madders,
good to see.
yeah.
And then the game I was at, absolute heartbreak for Japan. They've beaten Spain, they've beaten Germany, and they got this close to beating Croatia as well, finalists in 2018, of course. And to go out on penalties, it's a lottery, but it's so unfair. And, you know, they were in their end as well. The penalties, I was there in the cop end, if you want to call it that, in the Japanese cop end last night. And I tell you what, mate, they did not stop from minute 1. They were banging drums, they were singing. everyone was involved. Minamino misses a penalty, Yoshida misses a penalty, another one was missed as well, and they lost 3-1 on penalties. But the fans, you saw in the video last night, I felt like I was one of them last night.
Yeah, no, that was a sad moment, man. It just shows tournament football. See what I mean? Like, you don't score your penalties. You take bad ones like they did as well. Like 3 in a row was it that they missed? Just felt it for them, man. Because in general play, I watched that game.
They deserved to win, mate. That's why I say it was unfair.
Yeah, but you get what you deserve. You don't score. It's unfair, but you don't
it
score.
It isn't what they deserve, though, Flex.
They never scored. They never scored, bro. I'm with you all the way with Japan. I love them, but
I love them, mate. Honestly,
like they put it on Croatia. They really did, but they didn't score, man.
And the fans still cleaning up, still
unbelievable
showing that humility.
Unbelievable set
Maybe
of fans.
for me personally, I'm giving them the best fans award of the tournament.
Yeah,
they get that from me.
Yeah,
I mean, it might not mean anything to them now as they go back to Japan.
Exactly.
But
very humble people would probably appreciate that.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. The Saudis and the Moroccans,
are up there for
just
sure,
because of the sheer volume.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying.
The humility, the respect has to go to Japan.
Cool.
Well, there you go, guys. That is my last Good Morning Qatar show. It's been an absolute pleasure and an honour to deliver you this content, both on this show and, of course, throughout the tournament so far with all the fans in and outside the stadium. Massive shout out to my screen brother Flex. It's been a pleasure, bro, getting to know you a little bit more, spending all this time with you. It's been real, bro.
Like I said, man, I said to a lot of the guys, like, it's not true what they say about you. You're all right, man. You are all right.
He's not a wanker.
You're all right, man. Don't listen to what they say, man.
Don't listen to Lee Judges.
You're a nice kid. Yeah, exactly. He texted me before we come out here, warning me, saying, AGT, mate, honestly.
Give him a wide berth, mate. But listen,
it's been a pleasure, man. Safe travels back.
Thank you, brother. And listen, keep smashing it.
We will, man. You'll see us in the videos. We're going, yes, I'm proud of the boys.
I'm going to have FOMO when I'm walking my dog around the cold Albert docks.
Man like Gus.
I'll be thinking of you guys. Massive shout out to Robbie for bringing me out. Brett as well. Man like Hassan for being the wizard behind the lens, following us around, putting in that work. And of course, Jason Scorsese.
Just being about, innit?
Yeah, man. Jason,
do much, but
the movie maker, the guy that's been waking us up, doing the shows, putting in the hours.
Yeah.
What a guy, man. What a guy. And when you see the vlogs and everything else, you're going to be grateful for the work that he's put in as well. And he's literally filming us now. Right now. You can't even see this, but he's filming us right now. So what a guy, what a man. Jason Milnes. Right, there you go. Good morning, Qatar. We'll see you again soon. Well, he will. I'll see you. I guess I'll see you back in the studio.
Good morning, -4, getting the flipping heating on.
Good morning, I'm going back to bed. Take care, guys.
DR Sports is entering the metaverse.
Welcome to Habbo.
Come play games and chat about the latest football drama.
Meet up with friends, meet new people, and have a great time.
I'll be there on special VIP days. Click the link or go to the website at habbo.com.